Bursa, nestled at the foot of Uludağ, was a city of great importance long before the Ottomans arrived. Its story stretches back centuries, woven into the fabric of Anatolia's history. Its fertile plains and fresh mountain water made it ideal for farming and trade. The land here was generous, supporting orchards, vineyards, and bustling markets that drew people from distant lands. Merchants from east to west passed through, bringing wealth and new ideas. Bursa thrived as a crossroads, where cultures mingled and innovations flourished. Protected by formidable stone walls, Bursa was a beacon of Byzantine civilization. Its fortifications stood as a testament to the city's resilience and its vital role in the empire. Its strategic position controlled the western part of Anatolia, influencing trade and politics. Whoever held Bursa could shape the destiny of the region. As the 13th century closed, the Byzantine Empire weakened, facing threats from rising Turkish principalities. The city's fate hung in the balance as new powers emerged. Among them was Osman, an ambitious leader with eyes set on Bursa. He saw opportunity where others saw only risk. The city was a gateway, connecting Anatolia with Europe, and its loss would signal a shift in power. Control of Bursa meant access to new worlds and influence over vital routes. Bursa's capture was not just a military goal, but a psychological blow to the Byzantines. It would shake the confidence of an empire already in decline. The Ottomans saw Bursa as the ultimate prize, a city that would transform their small principality into a regional power. It was the stepping stone to greater ambitions. The city represented stability, wealth, and prestige, essential for survival in a competitive world. Whoever ruled Bursa could command respect and resources. As new powers rose, Bursa's strategic value became even more apparent. Its central location made it the heart of shifting empires. The Ottomans, led by Osman, aimed to seize this Jewel of Bithynia. Their determination would soon change the course of history. The conquest of Bursa would mark the beginning of a new era. It was the dawn of Ottoman greatness. It was a city that held the key to unlocking the future of the Ottoman Empire. Bursa's destiny would soon be rewritten. The stage was set for a historic transformation as the world watched the rise of a new power from the heart of Anatolia. The Ottoman Empire's story begins with Osman, a man whose ambitions would shape the course of history. He was a leader with a vision of lasting legacy, determined to carve out a future for his people against all odds. His dream of a great empire was symbolized by a mighty tree, its branches stretching wide, covering the world and promising prosperity for generations. Osman expanded his territory, uniting scattered tribes and laying the groundwork for future success through courage and determination. His son, Orhan, learned from his father's campaigns, becoming a clever strategist and absorbing the lessons of leadership and resilience. Orhan understood the importance of capturing Bursa, a city whose conquest had consumed his father's final years and hopes. The city was the key to transforming their principality into a regional power, opening new doors for the Ottomans. As Osman aged, the responsibility of fulfilling this dream fell to Orhan, who accepted it with both pride and determination. The conquest of Bursa became Orhan's mission, a way to honor his father's legacy and prove himself as a worthy successor. Orhan knew that capturing Bursa would unlock their destiny, setting the stage for the rise of a new empire. It was the moment their tribe would become an empire in the making, forever changing the fate of their people. Orhan was determined to succeed where his father had not yet managed, driven by both duty and a sense of destiny. The capture of Bursa was the turning point for the Ottomans, marking the dawn of a powerful new era. Bursa was more than a wealthy city, renowned for its bustling markets and vibrant culture. It was a strategic masterpiece protected by formidable walls and natural defenses. Capturing it was essential for Ottoman survival and expansion, a goal that demanded courage and determination. The city controlled fertile plains, providing food and resources for a growing population and supporting the dreams of a rising empire. Militarily, Bursa was a fortress blocking Ottoman ambitions, standing as a barrier to their advance. Its capture would secure their western flank, create a safe heartland, and offer a base for future campaigns. Symbolically, Bursa was a historic Christian city, a powerful emblem of Byzantine authority in Anatolia. Capturing it would declare Ottoman dominance in Anatolia and send a message to friend and foe alike. The victory would bring prestige, inspire loyalty, and attract more warriors to the Ottoman cause. Bursa was a gateway to Europe, close to the Sea of Marmara, opening new horizons for conquest and trade. Control of Bursa opened the path to becoming a world empire, setting the stage for future greatness. Orhan knew that without Bursa, the Ottomans would remain landlocked, unable to reach their full potential. With Bursa, the future was open and the possibilities seemed endless for the young empire. The city was the key to unlocking the Ottoman Empire's destiny, forever changing the course of history. The conquest of Bursa was a long, strategic process. Osman and Orhan knew a direct assault was impossible. They surrounded the city, cutting it off from the outside world. Capturing smaller forts and towns isolated Bursa. This strategy required the Ottomans to become occupiers and administrators. Orhan organized the blockade, severing supply lines. The siege was a psychological war lasting years. The defenders hoped for rescue, but none came. The Ottomans maintained their blockade through all seasons. This strategy showed an evolution in Ottoman military thinking. They learned to conduct complex, lengthy operations. The siege forged them into an army capable of building an empire. It was a challenging period, but it prepared them for future conquests. After years of siege, Bursa's situation became desperate. Starvation loomed, and hope of rescue faded. The Byzantine commander, Saroz, saw surrender as the only option. The Ottomans' patient strategy had worked. By 1326, Osman was too ill to lead negotiations. Orhan accepted the city's peaceful surrender. Generous terms were offered to the defenders. The Byzantine commander and soldiers left safely. Bursa's citizens were promised protection and freedom of religion. The gates of Bursa opened, and Orhan entered as a new master. The peaceful surrender preserved the city's potential. Bursa's skilled craftsmen and merchants remained. The Byzantine commander converted to Islam, joining the Ottomans. This event showed the Ottomans as builders, not just conquerors. Bursa's fall marked the fulfillment of Osman's dream. With Bursa in hand, Orhan made it the Ottoman capital. This move ended their nomadic existence, signaling permanence. Bursa was large, wealthy, and strategically located. It provided the infrastructure needed for governance. Making Bursa the capital grounded the Ottoman state. It was a bold statement of Ottoman authority. The city became a launching pad for Ottoman ambition. Orhan transformed Bursa carefully, building upon its past. He invited scholars and merchants to enrich the city. Bursa became a cultural and economic center. This decision laid the foundation for the Ottoman Empire. Bursa was the first step in creating an imperial framework. Orhan established institutions for an empire in Bursa. He minted the first Ottoman coins, declaring sovereignty. This unified the economy under Ottoman control. Orhan transformed the religious landscape, converting churches to mosques. He showed tolerance, allowing Christians to practice their faith. A massive building program gave Bursa an Ottoman character. Orhan created the office of the Grand Vizier for efficient administration. He formed a standing army, a major military innovation. These reforms were the building blocks of the future empire. Orhan invested in education, attracting scholars to Bursa. The city became a cultural capital, forging Ottoman identity. Military power, administrative efficiency, and cultural richness defined Bursa. It was the perfect cradle for the Ottoman Empire. After the conquest, Bursa flourished as a cultural melting pot. Turkish warriors settled alongside Greek Christians. Orhan's policies of tolerance allowed peaceful coexistence. Merchants and scholars from the Middle East flocked to Bursa. The city transformed with new Ottoman architecture. Public works improved infrastructure and livability. Governance was efficient, providing stability and services. Bursa became a city of opportunity for artisans, merchants, and scholars. The conquest revitalized Bursa, making it the first Ottoman capital. It was a city buzzing with energy and ambition. Bursa's transformation marked the beginning of a great empire. The conquest of Bursa was pivotal for the Ottomans. It marked their transformation into a settled territorial state. Bursa provided a capital, government, and stable economy. The city was the foundation of the Ottoman Empire. From Bursa, the Ottomans launched their expansion into Europe. The wealth and administration from Bursa powered their conquests. Bursa's architectural style became the foundation of Ottoman art. The city remains a treasure trove of early Ottoman architecture. Bursa is often called the cradle of the Ottoman Empire. The siege, surrender, and development of Bursa set the course for 6 centuries. It showed the Ottomans as skilled state builders. Bursa was the stepping stone to a vast empire that changed history.